So Yoshiko, when it's a hot summer's day in New York, like today, what's actually served at your dinner table?
Definitely not anything hot and heavy. These are 3 Japanese side dishes I make every summer because they are refreshing, easy, and almost effortless.
So these are your go-to hot weather survival kit?
Exactly, and you only need a few minutes to make them.
That's my kind of summer cooking. Let's make all 3 right now.
Japanese people often crave something refreshing and slightly sour during the summer. The first dish is a Japanese cucumber and wakame seaweed salad. In Japanese, it's called Sunomono.
Which literally means vinegar-flavored dish. So first, we soak a handful of dried wakame seaweed in a bowl of cold water until it softens. Dried wakame seaweed can be found in Japanese grocery stores or online.
It only takes about 5 minutes for dried wakame seaweed to dehydrate. It's very convenient and something I always keep at hand in my pantry.
Good to know. And then we drain the rehydrated seaweed in a colander. Now, let's make the dressing, and for that, we mix together 2 tablespoons of Japanese rice vinegar, half a tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt. You whisk all these together until the sugar and the salt have dissolved.
Now let's prepare half of a Japanese cucumber. Cut off the end and rub the cut ends together to remove the bitterness. Rinse off the white residue, cut the cucumber in half lengthwise, then slice it diagonally into thin slices.
And we arrange the wakame and the cucumber in a serving bowl, drizzle the dressing over the top, and finally sprinkle with white sesame seeds. So that's it?
Yes, easy, right? This dressing works beautifully with many kinds of vegetables. Instead of using cucumber, celery is also delicious.
This looks so refreshing. Yum. So, moving on, what's the next side dish?
Next is asparagus and tomato with sumiso. Su means vinegar and miso is fermented soybean paste. Together, they make a sweet and tangy dressing. In Japanese, dishes dressed with this sauce is called Sumiso-ae.
Okay, good to know. So first, let's make the dressing. Mix together 2 tablespoons of white miso, 3/4 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 1/4 tablespoons of Japanese rice vinegar, and mix them all until smooth.
For this recipe, I recommend a miso called Saikyo miso, a premium sweet white miso from Kyoto. If you can't find it in Japanese grocery stores or online, regular white miso works too, but you would add a little more sugar because regular white miso is slightly saltier.
Okay, so Saikyo miso is the first-class choice for this dish, if we can find it.
Exactly.
Now remove the tough ends of the asparagus and boil in lightly salted water for just about 30 seconds or so. Drain it and rinse under cold water to keep the bright green color.
Then cut each asparagus diagonally into 3 pieces for serving.
And now for the tomatoes, we remove the stem and then we slice it. Then you arrange the asparagus and tomato in a serving bowl, drizzling the sumiso dressing over the top. And wow, the colors are beautiful.
The dressings for these first 2 side dishes are interchangeable, and if you'd like, you can also add protein such as squid or shrimp to either recipe.
Great, that's 2 dishes already. So what's the third side dish?
This one is called Hiyayakko. It's a simple cold tofu dish. It requires no cooking at all and is one of Japanese classic summer dishes.
Finally, a whole recipe where the stove gets the day off.
The stove deserves a summer vacation too.
That's true, I'm all for that. That way we all keep cool. So, now we open the tofu package, drain away the water, and we'll use half of a standard block per person for this recipe.
Yes, store any remaining tofu submerged in fresh cold water in a container in the refrigerator. Change the water in the container once a day until you finish all the tofu.
And roughly how long does tofu last if you leave it nice and cold in the fridge?
I recommend eating it within a couple of days.
Oh, okay, sounds great. And there are choices of soft, medium firm, or also firm tofu. So which is the one that you best recommend for this dish?
I prefer a soft tofu because it's silky and delicate texture. That's your traditional choice for hiyayakko.
Well, let's go for the traditional Japanese choice then. So, we cut the half block into 4 pieces and place them in a bowl of iced water.
Now for the toppings. These are called Yakumi in Japanese. Yakumi refers to condiments used to accent and elevate a dish's flavors and very popular in Japanese cooking.
Right, and 2 of the most basic condiments for this dish are finely chopped scallions and freshly grated ginger. So when it's time to serve, arrange the tofu in the ice water and place the soy sauce, grated ginger, chopped scallions all on the table together, along with a small individual plate and chopsticks per person.
If you like, you can additionally serve katsuobushi, which are dried skipjack flakes, and also white sesame seeds as extra yakumi.
It looks like the tofu gets to cool and relax in its own chilled swimming pool.
I'm sure the tofu enjoys the summer feelings.
And everything looks so elegant and appetizing. But tell us next, how are we supposed to eat it?
Pick up 1 piece of tofu and place it on your individual plate.
And you're using a rather interesting utensil for that. What is it?
It's a Japanese utensil made especially for handling tofu. It lets you lift the tofu without breaking the pieces or bringing excess water with it. A large perforated spoon also works well. Just try not to transfer water onto the plate.
And then add the scallions, ginger, and any other yakumi you like and have available, and drizzle a little soy sauce over the tofu.
That's it.
3 refreshing side dishes, almost no cooking, and the kitchen, and most importantly we, all stay cool.
That's exactly how we survive hot Tokyo summers.
And apparently these days also our own hot New York summers too.
Absolutely. Cool Japanese side dishes for the hot summer days. Let's eat.
Itadakimasu!
Love Japanese food? Let's make it easy at home.
Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out our website for more tips and recipes. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends.
Got questions or requests? Drop a comment. We love to hear from you. Stay hungry, stay curious.
Happy cooking!